Hey everybody, Dave here. I feel it necessary to put a reply in a video message rather than text. This message is a reply to Tom over at Weapons Education, his post that he did, or his video that he did, life advice. There are a lot of replies, and I know that these are mostly trolls. And Tom doesn't really care. They don't bug him. They don't bug me necessarily. But this is a little bit of my life advice. I don't make a fraction of the money that Tom does. I'm going to put it all out on the table, guys. This is from my heart to you. I don't make that much money. I'm on disability. I get my checks from the government, and they're not that much. Anything that I bought and paid for with cash. I don't believe in credit. I don't believe in credit cards, financing, anything like that. Tom worked for his money too. He earned his money. He has a right to spend his money on whatever he wants to spend it on. If he wants to spend it on a $25,000 watch that'll keep the same time as my $60 Invicta, and frankly I think it looks good too, he can. If he wants to buy a $1,000 pen or 50 of them, he can. My grandmother taught me several things in life. I'll show you a picture of her at the end of the video. One of them was, the day you don't give a crap about what other people think of you is the day you become an adult. I just became an adult a few years ago because I was always worried what people thought of me. Another thing she thought about was, only you can change your destiny. So if you're in a really low-paying, go-nowhere job, change it. If you need more education to get a better job, get an education. Try to pay cash. You know what I'm getting at, people. You guys are my friends online. I appreciate each and every one of my subscribers. I really do. And if this video offends anybody, I'm sorry. If you need to unsubscribe, you unsubscribe. But quit bitching about what other people have that you don't have and get it yourself. Most of the days, my body doesn't move. Most of the days, I can't get up. But when I do get up, I do as much as I can in that day. Okay? If I don't have a right to feel sorry for myself in my circumstances, neither do you. Neither do you. Okay? There are no millionaires living in the ghetto, and there's no homeless people with mansions. Well, homeless people with mansions, that's kind of an oxymoron. No poor people in mansions. Tom got to where he is by working hard in the business that frankly pays very well. I've got friends in the financial services business. They make a lot of money. I've got a friend that makes $1.8 million a year. $1.8 million a year. That's almost $1 million a month, people. And he gives a lot of it away, as I'm sure Tom does too. You know, Tom, this is to you. Next video, and also people, he made that video as a video response to many people asking for videos on that. So he's doing what those people have asked. He's not a boastful person. He's not going to brag about his wealth unless somebody asks about it. And not just one person asked for that video. A lot of people asked for that video. I know that. So Tom, why don't you do a video on what you give charitably? Show people that, yes, you're giving away money too. Because I know you do. So do a video on charitable giving. That'd be fantastic. And if you need a charity, MS Society, baby, please give to my MS walk this year. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not asking for a handout. I don't get handouts. Somebody gives me a $20 bill because they want to, I'm not taking it. I need to earn my own money, and everybody else does too. I miss the generations when people had a strong work ethic. When they would go to work at 8 a.m. and come home at 6 p.m. and they earned every dollar. People in this country are lazy. It's amazing how lazy this country is. There is no work ethic anymore. What has happened in the last 20 years? That people have realized that they're entitled to things. There's no sense of entitlement anymore. You want what you want, you work what you do to get to it. So please get your education. Because the only thing a high school diploma is good for is to get into college. I told you I was a nurse, I think. That was hard work. I have a lot of respect for medical professionals, police officers, firefighters who go running into burning buildings not knowing who they're saving. What if it's a firefighter that doesn't like gays and they run into a burning building and find a bunch of drag queens? They're going to save their lives. They're not going to ask why or when. They're going to do it. There's corrupt policemen, yes. Actually, Phoenix, Arizona has quite a bit of corrupt policemen. I've heard that through the grapevine by legitimate sources. So my life advice is, if you don't like your circumstances, change them. You don't like your job? Be glad you have one. My wife has been out of work since April 22nd. Try living on one paycheck for two people. And I've got a daughter and granddaughter that need help. Okay? So, be glad you have a job, even if it's slinging burgers. You see how I treat people at fast food restaurants? We're going to try to go out this afternoon, but I'm not sure on how my pain level's way up there, guys. And I'm not sure if I'm going to get out. But I'm going to try. And if I can, we're going to do some random act of kindness again. I know I just did it last week, but what the heck. So, change your circumstances, be your own destiny. Don't feel like there's a sense of entitlement. That message is to a very narrow group of people. The rest of Tom's viewers and my viewers are good people. You guys are hardworking, all Americans. I've actually got some viewers from Saudi Arabia. But I really applaud you for the work that you're doing. You know, what contributions are you making to this country? What contributions are you making to the future? I welcome as many comments as you guys have got to come to me. Put them right down there. Tell me what you're doing to change the world. A man that I looked up to greatly is dead. Steve Jobs. He changed my life. I never met him, but I'm an Apple fanatic. I love Apple products. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm proud of it. I got my iPhone 4. I'm recording this on my iSight camera on my Mac. My wife's got an iPad. I'll show it to you. Here's my wife's iPad. It's a first generation because we got it for Christmas last year. She got it for Christmas last year from family. She pooled money from family and friends. She's got a Mac. We've got a time capsule as a router. We love Apple products. That man, if you don't think that he was a genius, what other company has new product rollouts that have got lines around the blocks for days? Tell me, what other company has that kind of result? There were no other phones like this before the iPhone came out. None of them, BlackBerry didn't have no keyboard. This phone changed the way we do life. One of the people on the news this morning said, how many people heard of Steve Jobs' death on a device that he invented? It's true. I was sitting in the dermatologist's office yesterday having a mole on the back of my head removed when my iPhone went off and it was an alert from the news channel saying that Steve Jobs had died. My wife heard about it on her iPad. Right here. So, he changed the world. He changed the way we do things. I like to think that I'm changing the world every day by doing my volunteer work. I run a disabilities ministry at my church. So what are you going to do to change the world, guys? Put it in the comments. Tell me what you're doing to change the world. Stop complaining and sitting on your ass watching Oprah or whatever and get out and do something. Please. So I'm sorry this is a long message, 11 minutes, but I'm just really tired of people bitching. Another comment my grandma said, never complain about something unless you have a solution. Very profound woman, my grandmother. Her photo will be at the end. Passed away about 6 years ago. Words of wisdom, guys, from somebody that doesn't deserve to give it to you. Take it for what it's worth. Please stop complaining about Tom. If you are jealous or envious, don't do that. Why don't you make a video about what you've done? Show me what you've done. Show me what you're going to do. Change your life if you don't like the way you're living it now. Everybody can do so. All right? So we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for letting me rant. Talk to you later.